Hey, we're here at DCA for the entrance just because we're excited that it's going to open up soon, eventually, in November. Well, parts of it, just Buena Vista Street. But we're really here because Carson and Joyce asked for us to check out all the new holiday merch. So we're on our way to the Backlot area right now to check out what's new and to see what's there and hopefully do a little bit of Christmas box shopping. Again, I just got back from another trip to downtown Disney. This time mainly to see all the holiday goodies that have been put out. So the Halloween stuff is gone. Now it's all full out Christmas, Hanukkah, bells, trees, garlands, lights, everything. So in true Disney fashion, there were so many things I couldn't even describe to you how many new things they put out between the first trip I went to. So some of my clips are from a few weeks ago, and then some are from just this past week, and there's like 20 million more things that they put out on the shelves. So it's kind of amazing. I feel like every week, every few days, there's something new at the World of Disney. So I'm just gonna show a couple of the things that I did get while I was there. I did get a whole bunch of things for my sister Joyce and Carson for their Christmas boxes, but I can't show you them because that would give it away. But watch out later in the season in December when they open their boxes, and then you can see that I got them. But one thing that I've been keeping an eye on, they had this last year, and for the most part, you know, I just was like, oh, I don't know, because we were living kind of far away, and I didn't want to take it all the way back with me. I was afraid it would break, and so I didn't really get it. But now that we're in or closer to Disneyland, so why not? And actually this year's is cooler because it lights up, and that is this little ceramic tree. It's super cute. It's got lots of details from the park. It's got different ornaments on it, showcasing different things in and around. There's Mickey and Minnie. You've got presents and ornaments that look like Pluto and Chippendale. Oh, Chip, let me show you Chippendale because they're so cute. So where are they? Here they are. So Chippendale right here, super cute, running around on the tree. And then it just takes, I think, three AA batteries, but you flip the switch and the lights come on. You can't see it that well, but the top light goes on and all the little ornaments go on, so that'll be super cute. I'm gonna put it right where I had my kind of Halloween countdown, right next to the door, so that's really nice. So got a couple of new masks. They had a few out. These are all the new fabrics. So they used to make these masks out of like a really thick double cotton, and now these masks are kind of made with, I want to say, it's definitely like a smooth and kind of smooth and shiny polyester. So it's a little bit thinner, so the structure shape doesn't hold as much as like the double layered cotton, but the stretch is a lot better, so it fits better on your face. They finally have them in larger sizes, which is really nice, and so this one is very sweet. It's just Minnie, or this is that Mickey? No, that's Minnie because she's got the bow. It just says Joy. So that'll be really sweet. You do have to wash these before you wear them because they do smell. The fabric does smell a little bit funny, so I would say wash them a couple times just to get that kind of like chemically polyester smell off. But then once you have that, then you're good to go. I also wandered around the pin shop to see what new pins they had. With COVID and like it's kind of just made collecting pins and the release dates of pins kind of just ruin the momentum, and so pins just kind of go up on Shop Disney every now and then. You'll see them at the pin traders in downtown Disney or at World of Disney, but you know, there used to be a time where you're like, oh, now these pins are released, and you go, and for this time of year it's like a mishmash of everything they kind of haven't sold. So I actually saw some pins that were kind of Halloween themed that were actually $5 on sale. Clearly they had a lot of stock left over and they were kind of trying to get rid of it. So if you're going, just be aware that sometimes you might find things and sometimes you might not. Like some of them are specifically sold only through the Shop Disney site. Other times you can find things, but it's really trying to just go and check. But they had a whole bunch of these 65th anniversary pins. They had ones from various other rides or attraction areas, but I really wanted the Mr. Toad's Wild Ride pin, mainly because this ride is so weird, but it's also very specific to Disneyland because we're I think it's the last park to have this ride, and it's just kind of random. It doesn't really make sense. There's no real plot. You just drive around. You end up you crash, you die, you go to hell, and then you come right back out. It's the weirdest ride ever. But for this, it's a little slider, and it's the cart, and I just thought it was really cute. And it's very rare to find like Mr. Toad things, so I was happy to have that. I was tempted to get the plush for these, but I have too many plushes, and like honestly, like what am I gonna do with more plushes? But my favorite characters here is Chip and Dale. I love them in their little holiday outfits. I also have the Halloween pins of these from last year when they were like Dr. Jekyll and no, was it Dr. Jekyll and Hyde, or was it Frankenstein and the Monster? There's one of those. It's super cute though. But here they are, just as little snow elves. They're super cute. But one of my favorite things to wait for is when they reveal what the gingerbread house is in the middle of the ballroom scene at the Haunted Mansion. And I love watching the video in like 100 times speed of them building that gingerbread house, and just knowing how many pounds of flour and sugar and fondant it takes to build that thing. Some of them are really, really imaginative. But so they had these boxes of kind of mystery pins of the gingerbread collection for the Haunted Mansion. And so you could get one of 6 of, I guess, the designs from various years when they put together the gingerbread house. So I'm excited. I don't know which one. I really like the Oogie Boogie one. I like the Oogie Boogie house, and possibly kind of the Advent calendar looking one. But let's see. I've seen a few of these over the years. I don't know what I'm gonna get, so let's see. Oh, I thought there's only 1 per box, but you get 2 per box. So that's really nice. Let's see. First pin is the house where it's like stitching itself. And I remember it's kind of like Sally when she puts herself back together. And I remember that the arm did move on this house and it looked like it was sewing itself. That one's really cool. So the second pin in the box is the Advent calendar one that I was looking at. I was like, oh, that'd be nice to have. So that one's cool. It's the 12 Days of Christmas, but if you'll notice at the very top, they put the numbers 1 and 3 up top to make it spell 13, even though technically there's 12 Days of Christmas. So that's really cool. Oh, so I got a duplicate. It's another guy sewing himself. Maybe I will send this to either Joyce or Carson. If you're interested, let me know. Double. Oh, I hope that means that the other one is not a double too. But you know, it totally could be. Knowing my luck, I feel like this is very typical. I should have gotten them off different hangers or different sections. Yes! It is another duplicate pin of the Advent calendar. So now I have 2 sets of these. So I'm gonna be sending one of these sets to either Joyce or Carson. Let me know which one, or maybe 1 to each. Can you let me know which one you want, whether you want the Advent calendar or the Sally hand sewing the gingerbread castle together? Let me know. I'll send them in your Christmas packages. Okay, last but not least, I have treats from Marceline's. So they had a ton of holiday stuff out. I was really surprised how quickly they got all of these treats all set up and all the Halloween stuff is already all gone. It was kind of amazing. And I didn't get a candied apple this time because I love them, but I really can't finish them on my own, and they're kind of big and it's an investment, and so there were lots of other cookies I wanted to try. So this time I was like, okay, there wasn't anything particularly special when it came to the candied apples. They had a snowman one, and then they had the kind of the standard Mickey Mini ones, but nothing as new or as interesting as the ones from Halloween with the villains. So I was like, okay, I'm okay to skip a candied apple this year, at least this time around, and I got a few other things. The first treat I'm gonna show is these Rice Krispie treat pies, which I'm loving that they are bringing these to the parks for the holidays and doing different versions of these. I think it's a really interesting take, and it makes Rice Krispie treats more interesting than just like a hunk of one flavor, or maybe just like dipped in chocolate kind of Rice Krispie treat. Last time, if you saw my other video, I tried the pumpkin pie one, and that one was pretty amazing. This is a pecan pie one, which I'm super excited for. And if you're really like into it, and frankly, if you want to like take a whole pie home for Thanksgiving dinner or something, they do sell them by the pies, which is cool too. But I just got a slice. It has real nuts on top, so maybe that will add to the flavor, but just smelling it, it smells like pecan pie, like that syrupy molasses. Just, it's intense. The flavor is intense. Again. I think this is by far one of the best treats. I don't know how they do it. I actually think this tastes better than the pumpkin pie version. The flavor of that was very clovey, very cinnamony. But it didn't exactly, like, you miss the texture of the pumpkin pie. But this, it tastes like pecan pie. This is amazing. Okay, I'm gonna put it away because otherwise I'll just eat it all and then I'll never get to the other treats. The next thing is the Mickey Mini. They had a mini one that was white and red, and then they had a mini one that was green and red, little polka dots. So this is the green and red one. It's just a standard Rice Krispie treat, you know. Nothing too different on the back. This is gonna be your milk chocolate version. And if you've ever had one of these, you know they're amazing. I personally love the ones that are covered in the mini M&Ms, and it's got like, they have ones with like drizzles of peanut butter. Those are amazing. So so good. You know what would make that pecan pie one better? If they added chocolate. Like chocolate in between the filling of the pie and the crust of the pie. Here's the next treat. If you've ever gone into one of those candy cases at Disneyland or Disney World, you know that they have all of these different marshmallow wands. If you have been at Disneyland and you've gone over to the Adventures of Pooh and you go to Pooh's Corner, and you go in and you look at the cases and you see the Tigger tail, that is by far my favorite. I don't know what they put in it. It's like something special, but I love getting one. I think it tastes extra special if you get it from there. But they're so good. And for the longest time, I wouldn't get them because I just didn't know what they were. And then I just decided, okay, I'll try one. And then after I bit into it, I was like, oh, where's this been all my life? It's really, really good. But this one you can see, like, the caramel is kind of oozing out of the candy shell. So it's like, it's 3 marshmallows that are dipped in caramel, then enrobed in chocolate. And this one then gets pushed into crushed peppermint from candy canes. It is a thing of beauty. Yum. Okay, this might get messy. So you can see all the different layers. Here you can see all the amazing layers, the chocolate, the caramel, the marshmallow, and the candy canes. It's an intense bite, but it's really, really good. I think you could easily like have a bite, put it away, have a bite, put it away. That one mouthful was like so pepperminty. If you love candy canes, you'll love this. This is so good. And you can only get them around the holiday time, so perfect excuse. The next thing is the Mickey gingerbread cookie. And already touching this, I can tell it's super soft. It's not gonna be like your hard gingerbread from your gingerbread houses. This is like a soft cookie you can eat. I love the little holly decoration. It's very sweet. I'll go right from the ear. It's not a weak flavor. I love how they just go for the intensity of the ginger, the clove, the cinnamon, the nutmeg, like it's all in there. It's soft. It's really good. The dipped icing in it, I think it's just like a dyed chocolate or a white chocolate, but it doesn't take away from it. In fact, the gingerbread is so strong, you barely notice like the dip at all. One of my favorite treats during the holiday season is the Mickey Mouse gingerbreads that they have over at like Fiddler Fife or at the Starbucks on Main Street. I love those things. I really, every time I go, I get one for the park and I get one to go home, and they are amazing. And I was really sad this year because I thought, oh, you know, we might not be getting those gingerbread men, and I didn't know. I was like, maybe I'll try making them at home. If I know the recipe, maybe I can try it, but you know, it's not the same thing, and what if I mess up? I'm not the best baker. Like, what do I do? And I'm glad I got and I tried this, because at first I was like, oh, it's not, it doesn't even look like the same gingerbread. It's not gonna be as good, but actually it is as good. It's not as thin and like chewy and kind of fudgy in the middle as the one at the Starbucks, but this has the same taste. So I will definitely be getting more of these. And if we ever get the gingerbread men to come back, the Mickey Mouse men to come back, maybe this year, fingers crossed, but if not, this is a great like thing to tide me over into next year. Last but certainly not least is the jumbo Mickey cookie, and it is jumbo. I mean, okay, look how big it is in proportion to the size of my head. It's a huge cookie. It's just a sugar cookie. It's really just an iced sugar cookie. They had these during Halloween. There was like a spider version, a pumpkin version, but this one's a holiday version. So you've got little Santa buckle and got the holly in the ear. It's massive. It's also really, really heavy. Yeah, so I kind of wish they made a gingerbread cookie the size of this one. I always go for the ear. I love the double dips. So when they have to dip the whole thing, when you see that the color is red here, it means that they've dipped everything red and then gone back in and dipped black in just the ears. So you can kind of see the double layering that happens in this cookie. So you get double the chocolatiness. So that's good. Yeah, so again, I've eaten this cookie before. It's intensely vanilla and it's intensely like kind of almondy flavor as a sugar cookie. So if you like kind of almond marzipan-y cookies, you'll love this jumbo cookie. It is very, very good. Easily eat this with like a big cup of milk or a cup of coffee. Devour the whole thing. You won't feel that bad about it. Maybe later, but it's split it with somebody. Maybe that's a better thing. Find a reason to share this with someone. It's so good. So that's the last of my kind of Disney Christmas haul. pins, food, kind of accessories. I'm gonna save a little bit for later just as a surprise because again, I am building kind of Christmas boxes for Carson and my sister Joyce. If you do the same for family members that you have, I would love to know. I just feel like this year especially, it's a great reason to kind of collect and think about other family members that are far away or you just can't meet with them this year because of the pandemic. But it's nice to put together something that maybe they can use as kind of like a small advent calendar. I think I'm gonna do like a 12 days of Christmas theme for Carson and for Joyce and just send them kind of little things until you get to kind of the big thing. That way it'll be fun and remind them of me, even though I'm not there and they can't be with me, we can't be together doing our usual kind of holiday Disney trip, which I'm really, really sad about this year. But you know, Buena Vista Street is opening up and there are some decorations going out, and so, you know, maybe, who knows, a vaccine is on its way or whatever. But you know, I just hope people are out there being safe, wear your masks, social distance. If we do it all together and we make an effort, maybe we can stop the numbers going up. Like, I feel like if we do it together, we can make it together. All right, I'll see you later. Bye.